Okay, these two are actually bigger than the program though. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a reality television couple immediately get like a cover. And I hate to be like that person, but it's just so funny to me that the one couple, or at least the one relationship that everybody, and I mean literally everybody, said wouldn't make it out of Fiji is the one that has decided to continue to prioritize their mental health and each other through it all and have actually made it and are going into the year like still strong. Because lest we forget, I hate to be shady, but lest we forget what was said about these two months ago, how they weren't genuine and authentic, and how some people found real love on the show while others were apparently obsessed with clout and brands. So I just loved that these two have decided, and first of all, and I'm saying this because in the new article they talk about their newfound fame, what life has been like post Villa, what they've done with each other to become more private and to protect each other and their mental health, and also just the steps that they're taking for next year for their individual careers. And I like that these two are going to have identities and solo brands outside of the massive fandom that really loves them together. But again, that's what I said. People had so much to say about these two because they were so confident that for some reason they were perhaps not legit and serious about one another. So many people, especially their own castmates, had so many shady things to say about them. So many assumptions were made. And now here we are in December, and like majority of the cast that had so much to say about them is not even together. These two have gone on, have done so much together that I think just so much together. They've met fans together, they've events, everything. They are larger than life. And I also just think that this is such a big deal for both of them, but especially Alandria, because Alandria, like, I think Alandria has the potential to be like a huge like supermodel. And I like seeing her get magazine covers. This is her, I think, third magazine cover. And it's also just so funny that the editor in chief wrote a literal letter talking about like they got the cover because there was like so much demand and like massive support. That's funny because people tried to say that like she like is buying stuff or like just so much hateful rhetoric towards her. I am so happy this cover happened. And also like just the constant like hateful rhetoric around these two because they can't help the fact that they like came off the show with so much interest in them and so much like massive fan support just because they were like seen as just love story to aspire to and like very genuine. Like people are so like angry about that, but I truly like I just admire that these two, I think regardless of what happens, are going to be fine together and individually. I like that they have decided to go private and decided to protect each other's mental health. I think that's a true sign of a true relationship, and I think they just should continue to progress. We want to see Alandria at the Met and on that Vogue cover. I honestly like whatever he does, like, I'm a girl and I support girls. Whatever he does, like, I don't even follow, I think, Cordell and Miguel on Instagram. That's how, like, female centered I am. I only follow Leah and Serena and Janae. But whatever he does, he's gonna be fine because he has a great, that's what I'm saying, like, these two, whatever happens, these two, I am 100% are going to be okay. She is, like, she has beauty that has not been seen before and an incredible like head, like strong head on her shoulders. He has a personality and is very attractive and is able to make people laugh. Like these two together they are stronger, but I'm pretty sure individually like their solo brands, they are going to be fine. And that's the other thing. Like people try to be funny about these two and especially like make her insecure about her brand or whatever. And honestly, it just made them both stronger. Like he's in like I think a Google advertisement or something, and I've seen that Google ad everywhere. He's like, I'm telling y'all, these two, I have never seen anything like this from a reality television show where the people come out and could potentially become like A-list successful. I don't think usually like clout and hype dies down like progressively going into the new year. The fact that they're like I think they are going to hit 1 million likes on this shoot. Like they are the hype and the clout is not dying down. These two are going to continue to be successful. And again, like I said, I love that their haters lost. And you know, I hate to bring up other castings, but it's just so funny that the people who had the most to say and that these two, or like Nick, didn't support them enough on public platforms, and that they had the strongest couple or whatever, are no longer together. Now that's a key. And I think the lesson here is that if you are like these two, especially Alandria, and you use your platform not to degrade people, not to put other people down, but you're constantly using your platform to uplift others, to educate people and empower, the universe and specifically God will reward you for that. Because I have seen this woman do nothing but be positive, tell people to go get their education, spread love to everyone. And the only thing she does is, from what I see, she goes live, she talks to her fans, she talks about her life, she talks about her team, she talks about her boyfriend, and then she goes back and she shows us her fashion stuff. Period. That's all I need from her. It's the same thing with him. He does his chaotic, I don't even know what he be doing. He, like, I'll see him on like a random trip. He goes on his random trips. He'll talk about his girlfriend. He'll talk about his life, and he'll go back to normal. Like, I have never seen and rooted for people to dominate and continue to dominate the way I'm rooting for Nick and Nicolandria. And again, like I said, I believe good people should always win. And I love seeing that these two continue to thrive months later, because the fact that they still have such a huge engaged fandom, like what the show was in June, it's December, Christmas is next week. Love that for these two. And yeah, I'm here for it. I want to see Alandria get Vogue next. I wouldn't mind them doing some type of campaign together. That's the other thing. I do miss when they were doing campaigns. I think that, and that's why I love this as well, because they just photograph so well. Like, they are really a good couple to like photograph together. And so yeah, and I might get hate for this video, but at the end of the day, I feel like fans of them are allowed to talk trash. Like, I know a lot of people don't like the comparisons and drama, but the things that people said about these two, especially her, after they did that first interview together and people were acting like she was super delusional, that they weren't going to last beyond the reunion, and the fact that they're one of the last final couples standing, while other people who they said, who America was convinced was so much stronger, didn't last as long as they have. Like, they've already beat all the odds. And whatever they become, I know one thing, I'm so happy that they used this time that they were hot together. Even if they, and I'm not saying nothing's going to happen, but I'm so happy they both used this time correctly to continue to expand further their image, visibility, and brands. Because that's what it's all about when you leave Love Island. You need to continue to have some type of brand longevity. And now they both are fine together and individually. Their fan base is like obsessed with them. Like, bravo to both of them. So proud. Can't wait to see what the next venture is for him. But really for her, I want to see her do something high fashion. I can't wait to see just everything that is going to happen for both of them, period. If you made it this far into the video, because it's 8 minutes long, thank y'all so much. And let me know what y'all want to hear me talk about next. Or I know what video I'm going to make next is going to be Love Island related. So I'll see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.